Okay, what's happening inside the human brain? That's obviously what I'm going to talk about, and it's not entirely uh, related to what you might be able to find in some other videos for children and factory workers who are interested how their brain might be able to make them work all day for this little money and just work and 95% of your time that you're not spending sleeping and uh, you were just interested how this might be happening due to your stupid brain. And it's definitely the central nervous system is obviously stand from multiple layers and kinds, but regardless, basically there is an input uh, of feelings and all kinds of information coded real life thing that we actually live like a real pain or a real sudden joy, so to speak. Those are no more than the signals for that part of the body. They are just picking up those basic touch and heat and other kinds of signals and just forward them towards the brain to do whatever it wants to do with them, either to hate it or love it, but it's programmed from ancient times, obviously, because all kinds of primitive animals that really liked to suffocate. Well, it's probably loving to suffocate is not something that on a longer run can be kept inside in the thin layer between the impossible and the too good, which is basically our DNA, whatever we are receiving from the past. And the brain is definitely doing something with all this and sending out other commands, electric signals for our body parts to work, move around, and some of them are supposed to be working autonomously, obviously, so we are not taking care of every single organ inside our body. But the trouble is that most of the video I have seen stops somewhere here. I'm going to watch a couple more, but all my multiple days in the field of neuroscience, I already have questions that are never really answered. That do people live in that house outside of the gatekeeper, outside of the person who's letting others in and sending others out through the main gate? Or there are families inside and they are, having some kind of fun, obviously. And the thing is that it's pretty much pictured nicely how each nerve picks up all kinds of signals and sends it to the brain, and the brain is very nicely sending out signals for our heart to beat and for our blood to circulate and everything. So it's basically something that you wouldn't want to yourself, obviously, and you don't even have to because you have other things to do inside. But it's a very well, it's a very poorly discovered area of the human being, and there are very good implications that certain sounds, when we pronounce them, are moving, making busy some parts in the brain. But well, that's again nothing. It's just an output. It's just a way of taking away our the product of our thinking as words, but it's nothing to do with our actual self inside, and the one that is trying to right now at this moment pull all kinds of nerves to move my mouth and to pronunciate something that I made up in my mind, and I'm also making it up on the spot. But I'm pretty sure that knowing a little bit more about how this might work, and not necessarily cutting anybody up, I think it's just a matter of using our brain, the very brain we are thinking about. And that's basically all that I can say after all these hundreds of hours of learning the subject in the earlier period in my life, which is the last 2 or 3 days.